During the winter of 2015, the residents of Hampton Bay, Long Island woke up to what they say is the worst smell they have ever experienced. Mysteriously, overnight, 1,000 fish had died in the canal. After thorough analysis, they found that the oxygen levels in the water were too low and all the fish drowned. Upon hearing the news, many had questions like, how does a fish drown? Don't they have gills? Don't they have fins and tails? They said things like, aren't they built to survive that environment? And perhaps that's the best analogy for my depression. This angry deity, this jealous God, this thirsty shadow that wrings my joy like a dish rag, turns every conversation into a conveyor belt that always begins with the phrase, "You look tired today." To be honest, getting up out of bed has become a magic trick, and I'm probably the worst magician I know. This sadness is the last clean shirt I have left, and my washing machine has been broken for months. And when people ask me how I'm doing, I want to say my daughter is 3 years old, and I still don't know if I'm a good father. I want to say my dad has been diagnosed with dementia. And there might be a moment where I walk in the room and he doesn't recognize me. And I've always wanted us to start over, but I guess you gotta be a little more careful what you ask for. I guess when you pray for something, you gotta be a little more specific. I want to say crickets have been known to eat their own wings, and I too have a tendency to destroy whatever helps me get off the ground. I really want to say I'm kind of fucked up right now. It's not a polite answer. So instead, I pretend it's Halloween. I jack-o'-lantern my face into something acceptable, and I tell others that I'm fine until it sounds like the truth. But sometimes there's a help me. Chained to the ankle of I'm doing okay, sometimes I'm fine is the easiest way to say I don't want to talk about it. Because sometimes all the oxygen in the room becomes water, and I feel like I'm sinking to the bottom, like I'm running out of air. But I told myself that I won't become another drowning fish. I will not die in this canal. Take a deep breath. Relax. The human body will naturally float. Remember that. So I breathe. I tell myself I'm gonna be okay. I panic. I tell myself I'm gonna be okay, and I cry. And I tell myself I'm gonna be okay. Because I know somewhere in the future, there's a version of me looking at this moment right here. And he's saying, Rudy, Rudy, thank you for not giving up on us. Yesterday, as I was reading, I came across a run-on sentence. And I thought to myself, it could have just ended right there. But it found a reason to just keep going. I smiled and said, Same.